But first, let's sew Lyra's cute little smile. And I am trying a different camera position also. Okay, pay attention here. I'm going to go under just a little bit of the fabric there. And what I'm going to do, run around here and pull the thread through that loop to help reinforce it a bit. There we go. So that's more or less needle sculpting. And of course, you notice I did not do the double knot thing here on this side. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through here again, since we tied that off, and do just exactly what we just did. Alright, you may have noticed that little loop I had on the end there. Just don't try to sew with a camera in front of you and you will probably be alright. Let's continue. You'll notice I ran the needle over there. So that's going to be the mouth. We're just going to kind of do this and we're going to do the needle sculpting thing again. And I think that will work out well. Alright, now we notice we ran that through there twice. So now we're fixing to finalize it. So you'll notice I'm going to go back over here. That will keep the existing threads into place. And just go back through there. There we go. And then just finish it off. We've started sewing the neck. You can kind of tell. I go around there. And this is the first pass, so you can see it's pretty coarse. Just have it widely spaced in between there where the thread's going in and out. Your basic ladder stitch, so you can kind of see that, and you'll just tighten that up when you get around, and we'll start on the next pass around to the other side. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the hemostats, stuff some more stuffing into the neck as we're working on our next pass. Once we get the next pass pretty close to here, we'll start putting stuffing into the neck. I'd like to emphasize this because this makes the difference in between a wobbly neck and a stiff neck, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. All the little stitches in place there. This is about how far apart I put them. And we're gonna just pull it tight. I can't really do it with one hand. Once we do that, we're going to take a stitch and we're going to go back this way. Not that far, maybe up to here. Just go run the needle back, do a back stitch, and then continue on and do another back stitch. Do a back stitch every once in a while, so your tension, your thread tension will stay tight the farther back you go. So you do not have to worry about it being loose, and it will stay tight fairly uniformly. So keep that in mind. Okay, we made it to the point to stuff the neck some. Let's have a little bit of stuffing here. Just stuff it in there. If you can help it, try not to go around the existing thread that you have. Otherwise, you'll have to fiddle with the stuffing and try to get it all in. This is the difference between a firm neck and a wobbly neck. Depending on what you want, you might want a wobbly neck. That feels about right. Now Lyra is sewn. The head is sewn on. We just finished it up like we did the ear and like we did here. So that's it. And I went ahead and did the arms. And you'll notice probably in the earlier shots I still had holes in the arms there. And why do I hand sew on the head? I do that because it gives me a little bit more control. I mean, you could technically machine sew it on and you might get it fairly straight, but it seems you got more control if you want to hand sew it on. You can put it at an angle or tilt it up or down. And if you do happen to be off somewhere, you can always make adjustments on the fly. So, alright, the horn here, simply a matter of doing the 2-knot thing and running it into the inside, from the outside, the wrong side, to the right side, which is this outside, and then turning it inside out. You stuff it all, then you just wrap the thread around here with tension. Or what I did to keep the stuffing from coming out on the end is I just put pins into place. And after that, once you're done, remember how we ran it against itself, ran the thread against itself so it stays into place? Kind of like a knot, but not quite. Just do that with the horn here. Kind of grab all the ends together, gather them up, and put them into place so the stuffing stays into place. And then just hand sew it on like you would the neck or the ears. Alright, just let me know in the comments if you want to see something else, something different. I know I have to do stuffing yet if I haven't already. So that's going to be next.